Hey, Saul Carter here again with Greg. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about a couple of basic movements on the TRX. And in an earlier video I had actually talked about the RKC plank, which is an advanced plank that you engage your glutes and your thighs and your upper body and pulling in a plank position, and you end up, and remember I think I mentioned that you concentrate on as if you're going to hold a pencil in between your butt cheeks. I mean, you want to just get it nice, everything nice and taut. That's the exact same type of position I want you to be when you're doing a TRX chest press. So we'll have Greg get into that position, and notice he's basically in a, right here, if you look at it, it basically is a plank position. So he's got his glutes and his thighs engaged, he's up on his toes, and he's ready to do a chest press. He's not going to, he's actually going to be in, as he begins, all we're going to do is go from beginning to end and get right back into that same position. And so we're going to go ahead and have him do a chest press, and he keeps it right through his chest. And notice now he's pretty fit, so he's got his legs further back. But in your beginning, go ahead and take a couple steps forward. In the beginning, if you want to make this easier for yourself, just take a couple steps forward and you go through, do the exact same thing, where you still hold the RKC plank as you go through it, and you start in your starting position, you go through it and get right back into your starting position right there. And you're pushing through the chest, okay? The other one that we do is a row, and go ahead and have him switch around, and if you'll notice, he actually gets into the exact same position where he's on his heels. It's basically a plank, and he's going to go ahead and row right through it and pull up and go right through it and get right back into that starting position. The same thing, he has his thighs and his glutes engaged and all the way through his core engaged as he's doing this. One of the things we see a lot of people do in the beginning is they'll go ahead and pull up, they'll do their row, and then they go back and they break their hips, okay? And that's not what we're looking for. If you have your core engaged, you're not going to break your hips. So if he does it right, he's going to be flat like a plank, starting position. He's going to do the row and be right back into that starting position again. Does that make sense? All right, great. So we'll see you at boot camp. Thanks.